In terms of trying to enforce immigration laws, they say, oh, open borders, open borders. Okay, here's a metric. Here's a test. Okay. That I use to see if your moral outrage is real, because I think your moral outrage is being orchestrated. I think it's fake. I don't think your moral outrage is authentic. And here's how we could tell. Have you ever lifted a finger for a Mexican immigrant? Do you have any demonstrable act that you've ever done in your life to help a Mexican immigrant? You have to have actually lifted a pinky before you could express moral outrage. Otherwise, you're an armchair moralist, and that's what's happening out there. It's just one fake display of emotion and another. And the reason why is because everybody's got to display all this virtue to one another. Because the biggest fear nowadays is being alienated from the group. Nobody wants to be alienated from the group because everybody's so alienated, because of course we live in a society that's based on one lie after another lie, and so you need group affinity. You need to have affinity with some sort of group, and nobody wants to be alienated out of the group. That's the fate worse than, well, it's second only to death is alienation from the group, being excluded from the group. Now, me, I don't really care. I had a rock band for a long time, and I've been a political commentator, and I threw big parties for a while, some of the best parties in New York City. And so, people will put up with my dissenting viewpoint. They may not like it, but they're not really going to confront me and smash me over the head. But unfortunately, there's a lot of violence now. There's a lot of people losing their friends over it. I've been banned on Facebook. I've been banned on Twitter. I've been banned on YouTube, shadow banned on YouTube. Pretty much across all eBay. I had my eBay canceled, and we're living in such a partisan time that, you can't even expect to get tech support unless you toe the line. And nobody's saying that I'm some huge fan of Trump. I never liked the guy before he became president, but the economy is doing good. Peace with North Korea, is trying to make peace with Russia. Oh, Russia's evil because they prevented our savior, Hillary Clinton, Fucking idiots. Hillary Clinton was the biggest warmonger. It was a guarantee. The reason why you're angry, you're expressing so much angriness, is because the ruling power structure didn't get the wars that your hero, Hillary Clinton, had promised them. She had promised them. It was a guarantee war in Syria. And let me tell you, another $6 trillion war. Listen, all the last Bush debacles, I guess the left didn't learn anything from that. We spent actually $7 trillion on this ridiculous Middle East adventures, right? $7 trillion, you get free university education for all. You get health care for young and elderly, and you have some left over for housing. Right? So it's either that or a war that only benefits the military-industrial complex and Israel, and that's who controls everything, Because when you see the entire structure of officialdom, the entire political class, the entire corporate class, the entire mainstream media class, when they all tout the same thing, you have to look for what is the commonality there. Who's paying them? Who's the lobby? And pharmaceutical lobby can't pull that kind of unanimity in message, where they all chant in unison the same thing. The car lobby can't do it. There's people down in agricultural states that don't give a shit about the car lobby. Some congressman in Nebraska is not going to be controlled by the car lobby. They have no effect on them, really. There's only two lobbies that have the kind of ideological pull to create this sort of unified lie, and that would be the military-industrial complex in the state of Israel. And out of those two, it's the state of Israel, which is the one that is the preeminent one.